Hey everyone, welcome back to John's Watch. Today I'm taking a look at a new visual novel game that was released on Steam on July 26, 2019. This is The Witch's Love Diary. It's developed by Hekihou brand and published by Sekai Project. The store description reads, "Spring is here and love awaits, an oasis just over the horizon, a beautiful story waiting to be told. Join Takumi and Alice in a tale of fleeting cherry blossoms and forgotten first love." It sounds very cute. So it does say all characters are 18 or older, but the store page is like an all ages version, so you can access it without being signed into Steam. I don't know if that's just because I'm playing it before it's come out, or if it generally is an all ages version. But from the mature content description, it does sound like it's a mostly okay one. It's not like full on hardcore. Anyway, let's just start with the prologue here. Once upon a time, two people came together. Well, that's lovely. As often happens in life, a handsome man and a beautiful woman fell in love. They loved each other so much, the very world looked different to them. More colourful, more gentle. Their days were so filled to bursting with happiness, it was like they lived in a fairy tale. Every passing moment was a precious gift, a treasure beyond compare. They swore to love each other forever. A fairy tale would end there, and they lived happily ever after. But they didn't. They all died. But real life doesn't work like that. The girl gets older, reaches middle age, her skin wrinkles, the daily grind wears away her beauty, and poverty twists her personality. As the two grow apart, she complains more and more. The man goes bald, puts on weight. That pair of dreamers once only looked to the future, but at some point, they just stopped caring. Their burning passion for each other had vanished somewhere along the way. They hardly even spoke anymore. Not a trace of their lovely fairy tale remained. What happened to their story? Ah, The Witch's Love Diary. So I think Alice finds this diary, which is written by the man. The soundtrack is very, very good so far. Holy crap. I'm a sucker for like just piano tracks. It looks like every character's voiced as well, by the way, so you won't have to hear me too much longer. Phew. Okay! I mean, it does say that in the mature content description. Female characters depicted in their underwear, but I was not expecting it to be like the first picture. Amazing. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Huh? Nani? Is that this weird cow thing up there? Or maybe that adorable little seal? This is so cute. Yes. That actually happens to me like a lot. I'll be like doing fried eggs and then just all of a sudden it'll turn into like a shitty omelette. Very disappointing. Nom nom nom. Okay, so I think every CG might just have to show underwear at some point. Like YouTube, if you're manually reviewing this, I kind of get this one. So that's fine. You can demonetize it, I guess. Cool.
じゃあね、いい子にしてるんだよ。テーブルの上のお菓子に手を出しちゃダメだからね。行ってきます。
See ya.
ああ、アリスちゃん、おはよう。
アリスちゃん。
おはようございます。
おはよう、アリスちゃん。
どうも、おはようです。アリス、おはよう。 おはよう。やこおはよう。
She's very popular.
一人暮らしか。大変だな。慣れたら気楽なものだよ。ゲームもやり放題だし。だよね。私も一人暮らししたいわ。それで男の子と同棲するんだ。
Alright, settle down, Keiko.
君はその前に男がいないでしょ。
Oh, poor girl. Hey, look, no underwear in the shot. Amazing.
バレたかな。それよりも今日こそ行ってみよう。
Keiko points to the clock tower overlooking the academy.
時計塔。
That's where they're gonna find the diary.
なんでも夜に時計塔のそばで願い事をしたら幸せになれるんだって。ああ、なんかそんな話があるね。メルヘンだな。3人とも放課後が開くことってほとんどないし、行くなら今夜でしょ。危なくない？あの辺かなり暗くなるよ。うちはゲートでかなり厳しくチェックしてるから変な人なんて入らないよ。でも森抜けるじゃない。私はどっかのカップルと鉢合わせしそうで嫌だな。
It's a short walk from my house in the shopping district to Rose Village Station, and from there, Wanshiro Station is only 2 stops away. Then it's just a 10-minute walk uphill to Hekihou Academy. The hilltop used to be covered in trees, but the forest was cut down to build this Western-style academy.
やっこおはよ
Western style, huh?
う。おはよう。
Wait, who's the other character? It is Takumi. We haven't even met her yet. Rumor has it that the Tokizaka family, which runs the academy, is pretty wealthy. The family's founder was so inspired by education, she hired famous designers to create the building based on classical architecture. You do have the columns, I guess.
桜坂、ゲーム持ってきたか？
ごめん。明日返すから。
いいけどさ。
It was not no problem. He was furious. My junior high was pretty bland, so at first I was overwhelmed by the imposing building. Now that I'm used to it, I don't give it much thought.
南野さん、おはよ
Wait a second, where did Keiko and Yako go? I lost track of them. This academy's so big. Even after a year, there are still a lot of buildings and classrooms I've never visited. Including the clock tower. No matter where I am, on the train, at home, even at school, I can still see it. Even at home, holy crap. Why haven't I been there? There's no particular reason. Remnants of the old forest dot the campus, and one of them has to be crossed to reach the tower. Due to its age and the way it stands out, all kinds of urban legends have grown up surrounding the clock tower. One says if a couple confesses their feelings for each other in front of it, they'll be granted a happy life together. Most people avoid it, fearing they'll become a character in one of the darker stories. But Keiko Sakurazaka, one of my friends, seems to have been drawn in by the tales.
2年になったんだから行ってもいいよね。
Great idea. Why not before? There's some vague convention among the students that first years aren't mature enough. I don't know if it's true, but I heard some third years yelled at a first year when they found one over by the tower. To tell the truth, I'm not thrilled about this little trip. The rumors kind of worry me. And from a distance, the clock tower looks beautiful, mysterious. I'd hate to have my impression of it ruined. It's like visiting a famous tourist spot, never quite lives up to the hype. Is that true? Or maybe it's like boys, they're only cute from a distance. Not that I know much about boys, that's just what I've heard from the girls in my class. I assume this must be like a Yuri
今
visual
日の
novel.
放課後だからね。絶対行くよ。ケイコちゃんは何かお願いしたいことでもあるの？素敵な恋がしたいな。好きな相手いるの？いや、いないけど。やれやれ。あ、恋に恋するお子様だなとか思ったな。ズバリ、いないなら作ればよい。そういうものかしら。
She'll make it work like that. Wow, those are wide desks. Or maybe those are like really
はい、席について。
small.
朝礼始めるよ。
This is Miss Kozue, our teacher. She's a pretty young lady who only graduated from college a couple of years ago. She's confident and always has a kind word of advice, so she's quite popular, especially with the boys. I really admire her. I'm glad she's my homeroom teacher.
出席を取るわよ。藤田コンロンさん。
The unusual name goes unanswered.
藤田さんは来てないの？まったく。新学期になって一度も顔出してないじゃない。
Why are you still surprised she's not here then? Conron. That unfamiliar name resonates in my mind somehow. A new school term just started, but in the blink of an eye, I already felt accustomed to my new class. Now the fleeting cherry blossoms have fully bloomed and are beginning to fade. No doubt spring will be gone in the blink of an eye as well. Every so often, I get the feeling there's something I'm forgetting about. I lead a busy life, so I probably wouldn't notice if I let one or two things fall by the wayside. Perhaps even something truly important to me. When Keiko notices me staring, she grins and turns her gaze out the window toward the clock tower. She probably thinks I'm worried about our little after-school adventure. Perhaps, for her, visiting the clock tower is one of those important unfinished things? After classes are over, we split up and head to our after-school activities. This academy has all kinds of clubs. The tennis club, baseball club, and soccer club are the most popular. But there are lots of smaller clubs as well. Because we have a club building, it's easy to secure a room for activities. Drama club, drama club. I've been playing a lot of Clannad. Even counting just the approved clubs, there are over 100. It must be a drama club. I'm in one of those little circles myself.
時計塔に行くの？行っても何にもないよ。
I belong to the Newspaper and Photography Club. Okay, close enough. We take pictures, write articles, make brochures, and sometimes just mess around with cameras. And this girl right in front of me is Mi Kashiwabara, a third year and president of the club.
扉も閉まってるから中には入れないし、確か下に教会があったんだけど、あそこも夕方以降は閉まるし。
I wasn't excited to begin with, but now I'm even more let down. It's like hearing people trash a tourist spot right when you're about to visit it.
ま、夜に行くなら少しは雰囲気出るかもね。でも結構あの森迷うから気をつけてね。
Although this club has 7 members on paper, I've only ever seen me and one other person. The academy isn't strict about club activities, and plenty of students sign up for clubs and then never show up.
でもわざわざ夜に行くってことは何かお願いしたいことでもあるんだ。私じゃなくて友達がですよ。でもね、結構あの噂もバカにならないかも。この学園は10年前に改装されて、教室はそれなりに新しく見えるけど、本当はものすごく歴史のある建物なんだよ。あ、知ってます。かなり昔の建物なんですよ。うん、それでね、下にある時計塔と教会も作られた年代が結構違うんだって。そうなんですか。それは初耳。どうして最初に時計塔だけがあって、その後わざわざそこにくっつけるように教会が作られたのか。それもあんな森のど真ん中に。それであの時計塔は何なのかって調べてみても由来が全くわからないらしいの。不思議だよね。この学園の あるいはこの町の象徴といえる時計塔がいつ誰によって作られたのか誰も知らないなんて。そうですね。それだけ古いものってことなのかな。
I suppose that mysterious aura is what gave birth to the legends surrounding the clock tower.
何か面白いネタがあれば時計塔で記事書いてみるのもいいかもね。せっかく行くならカメラ持って行って何枚か撮ってきて。はい、そうしようと思って寄ったんです。ありがとう。アリスちゃんぐらいだよ、ここの存在を忘れずにいてくれるのは。
I thought it was one other person. To tell the truth, I don't participate too much either. Mi invited me to join the club after I gave her a hand once, and I drop by every now and then, but I don't even own a camera. Hey, cameras are fucking expensive. The three of us meet at sunset after finishing our club activities.
よし、点呼取るよ。アリス。
Hi.
はい。ヒヤ。
Who?
やっこ。おい。ごめんごめん。いるね。食料持ったか。持ったよ。
Although it's just a leftover sandwich from lunch.
持った。コンパス持ったか。では、時計塔を目指して出発。
Very enthusiastic. We enter the forest from the courtyard. Wow, even sound effects, amazing. There's a narrow path through the forest, but of course there are no lampposts lighting the way. We can only follow the zigzagging trail, aiming for the clock tower rising above the trees. And so...
時計塔を目印にしてれば迷うわけないと思ってたけど。
You fools.
まさかこんなに森が深いとは思わなかったね。違うでしょ。あんたが時計塔を目指すならこのまままっすぐ突っ切るのが近そうと言って遊歩道を外れて進んだからでしょ。
Theoretically it would have been.
だってうっすら道があったし。あれは獣道か何かだったんじゃないの？獣って何？何かいるの？ 空、全く見えないよ。どこに時計塔があるのかさっぱりだし。
I was gonna say, like, can't you just see the sky? But that is actually very thick forest.
しっかりしてよリーダー。言い出しってケイコちゃんだよね。何さらっと私をリーダーに仕立てて責任かぶせようとしてるの？どうしたんですか？
A stranger. Oh. A beautiful woman appears before us.
迷ったんです。どちらに？時計塔に行きたいのです。ああ、大丈夫ですよ。よかったら案内。信じることです。信じれば道は開かれるでしょう。
It's quite a skimpy outfit for a nun. I don't want to be judgmental, but...
はい。信じます。では、ごきげんよう。ちょっと
Okay, but bye.
はい。このまま置いていかないでよ。神を信じましたか？信じた信じた。では、ほら、あそこに光が見えるでしょ。あなた、知ってましたよね。私が知っているのではありません。神様が知っていたんですよ。
Huh. They did it. We follow the nun. After a while, we step out of the trees, arriving at the church.
あー、着いた着いた。一時はどうなるかと思った。ありがとうございます。ええ。何のアリスです。スオヒジリです。スオンさんはここの教会の人なんですか？見ての通り、シスターをしています。さあ、どうぞ。
Zoe leads us into the church nestled alongside the clock tower, a small hall with an altar and some chairs. There's some living quarters in the back where I can see cooking utensils hanging. She lives here? I knew we had a church at school, but I never imagined someone living in it. Suo prepares tea for us.
おいしい。なんか体が冷えてたから温まるね。一体何をしにこんなところに？時計塔にお願いをしに来たんです。ちょっとケイコちゃん、恥ずかしがることなんてないじゃない。時計塔にお願い。夜、時計塔のそばでお願い事をしたら願いが叶うなんてほう？何か祈りたいことがあるならこちらで祈っていけばいいのですよ。教会ですか？主はあなた方を見守っています。あなた方が信じ何より祈るなら道は開かれ、願いの成就に向けて光は注がれるでしょう。さて、そろそろ帰ってください。
I've been here for like 4 minutes.
まだいいじゃないですか。来たばかりですよ。 これ以上遅くならないうちに帰った方がいいですよ。なんでですか？深夜になると、はい、この森には竜が出るんですよ。
Was not expecting that.
は？食べられてしまう。
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
子供じゃないんだからそんな脅し。
But Keiko looks frightened. There's something captivating about the way Hijiri speaks that makes it seem real. Plus, the forest around the school really is creepy. Huh? I think I just heard a growl. It's probably someone's stomach.
何か聞こえなかった？アリスまで何を言ってるのよ。
That's definitely a growl. I don't know why, but I feel like I absolutely have to find out what's making that sound. It's not a scary growl. It's more sad, really. Or pained. I can't get it off my mind. I stand up.
どうしたのアリス？私ちょっと外行くね。トイレならそこにありますよ。違います。
I step outside and look around.
聞こえない。
Was it my imagination? The clock tower. Clock face gleams in the night.
綺麗だな。
Something glows near the clock face. Maybe the glass reflecting the moonlight? No, that's not it. Glow slowly descends, fluttering downward.
何か落ちてきてる？
As I hesitate in confusion, the light begins to fall faster. A small plank? It's the diary. I tense up, thinking it's a falling piece of masonry from the clock tower. But it slows just above my head. And it hovers right before my eyes.
何これ？
A book wrapped in light. I reach out to take the old-fashioned tome, and the light fades. A thick cover with metal trim and an intricate design. I don't know anything about antiques, but even I can tell this book is valuable. I gently open it. Where I expected to find a foreign language, instead there's neat handwriting in my native tongue. Today
日記？
It appears to be a record of someone's everyday life.
誰の日記かな？というか、見ていいのかな？アリス、どうしたの？おっと、ケイコちゃんも出てきてたんだ。まあね、せっかく来たんだから見てたのよ。お願い事とかしてたの？そうだったね。忘れてた。それをしに来たんだった。身長が伸びますように。身長が伸びますように。中学生の男子か、あんたらは。
I quickly hide the diary from my friends. I don't know why, but I feel like I should look at it more closely before I show it to anybody else. I have the strangest feeling this book will vanish if I tell anyone about it.
もう帰ろうか。いいけど、スオさんだっけ？なんかあの人ずっと変な話してくるし。あそこで何をやってるんだろうね。きっとサイコさんだよ。竜がどうのって言うし、お前が竜だとか言って惨殺されそう。だいたいあの教会シスターなんていたんだ。あんな綺麗な人がいたらそっちの方が噂になってそうだけどな。この学園にはまだまだ謎が多いみたいだね。
We hurry back through the forest. The school building's lights filter through the trees, still hazy in the distance. They're a much easier landmark to follow than the clock tower. However, we start walking faster and faster, like we're running away from something. Huh? I see something glowing through the dense tree cover just ahead. What is that? Someone with a flashlight? No, it's dimmer than that, like light shimmering on water. I think it's... an eye? A dragon?
何か見てた。大きい目があっちからじっと。バカ言わないでよ。
Just called her an idiot. Really? Oh, just a wolf, no problem.
それもかなり大型のね。帰ろうか。このまま帰るのはなんか怖いよ。そうだね。
Oh, she works at Dragon Burger. That's nice. Okay, that's a good place to leave it. We managed to find the diary. Didn't get to read any of it, unfortunately, but it's a fairly lengthy prologue. I assume it's going to be quite long. It's got a ton of voice acting. If you look at the options, there's a lot of voiced characters in this. Is there even more? There is a couple more. Oh my god, look at that. Baragon. Yeah, there's a lot of voice acting, very high quality. Very impressed by this so far. Nowadays, I'm always a little bit hesitant to review visual novels on Steam, just because, like, there's so many coming to Switch now, so I'm like, oh, what if this comes to Switch in like 6 months and I'd prefer to review it on there instead. But like Sekai Project's been like fairly slow to get their stuff on Switch so far. Like I think they're just getting the Fault Milestone series this summer maybe, or this fall. And they have a huge back catalogue to go through to get on Switch. So this one, if it does end up on Switch, will probably be a ways down the line. Anyway, that was a look at the Witch's Love Diary. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!